Hey y'all, can you see me? Yeah, you can. So welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a sit down video for you guys. Well, a couple of them. I have a couple of them. So this one is going to be, and if I'm looking down, it's because I have my notes. I can't remember everything off the top of my head. So this one, especially something that happened 6 months ago, my baby's 6 months old, I'm going to be talking about VBAC and some of the things. Now, I'm not a doctor or whatever, and of course you should, you know, talk to your doctor before you you know, are thinking about attempting a VBAC. But these are things that I'm not sure if they like 100% helped me or whatever, but these are the things that I did. I have 5 things that I wrote down or whatever that I think, you know, what can I say, kind of like, I guess, helped me, or, you know, achieve my VBAC. I had a successful VBAC October 2021. So I had 1 C-section. I have 5 kids. The 4th was a C-section in 2019, and then I had my VBAC 2021. So the gap between that, what was it? Veda was, I got pregnant January, so she was, I think she turned 2. Yeah, she was 2 in May. Then I was pregnant in January, and then I had the VBAC in I was pregnant February. Found out February. January, February, somewhere around there of 2021. And then I had him October 2021. So that's the gap, because I know some people want to know, like, you know, when did you get pregnant? What was the gap? Because I know that's like a big thing, gaps between VBACs and stuff like that. So that was my gap. I had my C-section in 2019, May 2019, pregnant January 21, had October 2021. So yeah, that's my gap. So I think some of the things that played a role in having a successful VBAC for me was vitamins. So that's the first thing on my list, is take your vitamins. So I have I don't have any complications during my pregnancy, during birth. I had no complications with all 5 pregnancies. Thank you, I'm blessed. Yes, I am. I know a lot of other people, you know, there are some people who are like me, who are blessed like that, and then there's some people who are not, you know. We're all different. But I had a C-section with the 4th because she was breech. That was the only thing, that was the only reason, excuse me, I had the VBAC. I had the C-section was because she was breached, and they did not find out until I was actually in labor. I had labored, and I was at 7 centimeters, and then they had to do the ultrasound because they kept feeling her too far up, they said, you know, when they were checking me during labor, and they thought she was coming with her arms, but they had did the ultrasound while I was in labor and everything, and it was her feet. So that's what happened. So vitamins, I think, played a role in my successful VBAC, because the only thing I suffer from is low iron, and it gets worse when I'm pregnant, because, you know, you're sharing like a lot of your blood and making the pregnancy and all of that with the baby and everything. So the only thing I do have a problem with is low iron, and I think the lowest it was at in my pregnancies was actually with my baby, the 5th. It went down to 7, I believe. It was a 7 or 8. I can't remember exactly, and it's supposed to be at 12. Your iron is supposed to be at a 12. Mine was at a 7 or 8. So I think that's the lowest it has ever been. I can't really remember with any of the other pregnancies, but that was the lowest. And I don't remember, but yeah, I make sure I take my iron pills. I make sure I take my prenatals, and then you can also take like a daily woman's vitamin. If I had the vitamins, I would actually show you. Let me see if I can go get it. Okay, so I don't have my prenatals because actually after I had the baby, I continued taking them. And then I had got a prescription when I went to my first appointment. Sorry, Veda's watching Encanto right now in another room. So basically right now I'm taking these things, hair, skin and nails, because of and then just a woman's vitamin. So that's what I'm taking. That's what I've been taking after I had him. But like during the pregnancy and everything, just make sure you take your vitamins, because they are important. And I think, you know, they're important for your body, and especially when you're not, like, say if you're picky or you're having problems with nausea and you're not really eating as much as you should. Vitamins, you know, they give you that supplement to make up for what you're not intaking. So I just made sure I took my vitamins. So the second thing I have on here was eat well. So just make sure you hydrate. Make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you're getting in your veggies, your fruits, and you know, important vitamins from food and everything. I think that's what played a role in my VBAC. You know, I'm not the healthiest eater. I'm really not, but I do love vegetables. I love green vegetables. I'm not the biggest water drinker, but I made sure to, you know, get that in while I was pregnant, because when you're pregnant, you know, you're sharing your body and it's going to the baby. Everything you're intaking, especially when they're getting bigger, it's going to the baby and everything. So I just made sure, you know, I do have cravings. We all have cravings while we're pregnant. I'm not saying that I didn't give in to my cravings or nothing like that, but I just made sure most of the time I was trying to make healthy choices. So then the third thing I have on here is, you know, just prepare yourself mentally. Do your research on VBAC. Make sure that, you know, you talk to your provider. You have to have a supportive doctor. That is very important. You have to have a supportive doctor. You can't, because there are a lot of doctors, OBGYNs out there who are unsupportive, just because it is I believe it's, now I'm not 100% sure, but it is a 3% chance of a rupture for a VBAC. Now, you can rupture, I'm talking about your abdomen, not your abdomen, the scar on your, what is it called? Not your placenta, your, I forget what it's called, you guys. I should have wrote that down too. But it's the scar where they cut you to take the baby out, can rupture when during your VBAC. But it's like a 1 to 2% chance higher than not having a C-section, not having a prior C-section or a tear or a scar on that in your, where they take the baby out in your belly. But you can actually rupture with no prior C-sections. I'm just saying that it is a 1 to 2% chance higher risk of rupture for a woman who has had a previous VBAC. But so just make sure you do your research and just prepare yourself mentally. That's what I did. I researched things. Now, don't go off and scaring yourself. Get like facts, you know, make sure, and your doctor can give you facts too. Talk to your doctor. That's what the first thing I did, because I went into this pregnancy, is when I found that I was pregnant, I did not want a repeat C-section because the recovery time was horrible. Recovering is horrible from the C-section. So I just went into this, I prepared myself mentally. I talked to my doctor. I made sure, just make sure your doctor knows of your health history. Don't go off listening to other people. Just mainly talk to your doctor and make sure he supports you. He or she supports you. Make sure they're supportive. And keep your appointments. Make sure that you're going to every appointment. And that's not just important for a VBAC. That's important, you know, when you're pregnant, and just taking care of your health, checking up on yourself, because you never know. Anything could be silently going on in your body and you couldn't know. So just make sure you keep every appointment is important, and just talk to your doctor. So the fourth thing I have on here is staying active. I am a very active person. So I do have a toddler, so I was taking her to like parks. Because I live in Florida, so it gets really, really hot. And I was pregnant all summer long, and it was beastly hot. So I got on YouTube and I just put on light exercises for pregnant women. So I put those on and I was just doing some of the exercise, and they were doing things like squats and, you know, like little stuff like that. So make sure you talk though to your OBGYN before you start exercising and stuff like that, because I know you're not able to do like heavy exercising in the beginning and stuff like that. So just make sure you get the okay, because I'm not a doctor. So yeah, I just took Veda to the park, and around the house I was cleaning and stuff. So I just made sure to stay active and do light exercising, and I walked. I would, when the sun would go down, like in the evening, I would walk around my neighborhood and stuff like that. Just get some exercise in. And then the fifth thing I have on here, the last thing I have, is listen to yourself. Listen to your body. If you don't go off listening to Sheila from down the street who couldn't have a successful VBAC because she has different health problems compared to you. You know, like I said, your OB knows your health history, knows what would be too dangerous for you if you attempted it. You know, they know all of that. So, but just make sure they are supportive. But just listen to yourself. If you know that and your baby, you know that you can do it. I used to talk to my baby. I used to lay in bed when I got like really big, towards the end of the pregnancy, I think around 7-8 months. I was talking to him. I'm like, we're gonna do this. I was mentally preparing myself, basically. I was like preparing myself, and just take care of yourself, take care of the baby while you were pregnant. And that's basically all I did, and I had a successful VBAC. But I just listened to myself. I wasn't listening to people telling me, oh, it's so dangerous, and you can do this, you can do that. Giving birth, period, is dangerous. You know, women, things have happened. Excuse me. Things have happened to healthy women going in, having just a, you know, vaginal birth and no C-sections prior. You know, there are things that can happen, but everybody is just, I'm not sure why everybody just closes the door and doesn't really want to talk about how having a C-section, you're not able to have another vaginal birth, because it's not, the risks are much more higher than, you know, having a vaginal birth. So like I said, just listen to yourself, listen to your body. You know your body better than anybody. You know, if something's wrong, you're going to know your body better than your healthcare provider. So just, you know, listen to yourself. And that's basically what I think. These are basically the things I think played a role in me having a successful VBAC. It was because I just listened to myself, and I knew I could do it. I wasn't listening to people telling me that it's dangerous, and, you know, like I said, giving birth, period, is dangerous. So I just listened to myself, and I hope these things can, you know, shed the light on VBAC, and I hope that you don't go off being scared and thinking that you can't do it because, you know, you're healthy, your baby's healthy, you can do it. If I did it, you can do it. So I hope that this helps anybody who comes across this video and they are trying to attempt a VBAC. All right, guys, so yeah, I will talk about like the gap and everything, and some more like statistic things, and my birth story. So make sure you guys watch that next. I will get more into details and everything what went down on during my VBAC and everything, and my birth story. So check that out after this one. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, like, give me some comments, tell me some things that went on in your birth, tell me some things, and like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more.